Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to create a medical explainer video using Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
A really great use case for Doodly is making explainer videos, in particular medical explainer videos. They're a great way to educate your patients about their conditions and the treatments that you offer, and they can also be used to promote your practice or products. Not only is Doodly easy to use, it has a wide variety of pre-drawn medical images, and if you can't find what you're looking for, you can always upload your own. So today we are going to create a short explainer video about type 2 diabetes. So here's the short script that I plan on using, and some graphics that I kind of used as inspiration. I got them on freepik.com, which is a free, royalty-free site that you can use. I have the premium account, so I don't need to do an attribution. If you don't, then at the end of your video, you might put images courtesy of freepik.com or something similar to conform with their attribution requirement. So you can see here in Pixelmator Pro, which is the editing software tool that I use, I had deleted that white background. I put a little white outline around each item and a shadow, so it looks like little stickers. And then I also got rid of the words because I'm going to draw those in myself. So that's kind of my plan. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to use this as my opening sequence. So here's my doctor. I'm going to pretend that this is me, that I'm Dr. So-and-so, and I'm a man, and this is my patient. I will keep this here for now because I'm going to refer to it periodically. I'm going to add a new scene. So, first scene, according to the American Diabetes Association, it's the most common form, and it's a chronic condition, blah, blah, blah. So I think that part of the voiceover is going to start over here with this little title sequence. And I think I do want a short little definition of what insulin is. So I'm going to create that. And now let's jazz this up a little. Let's find a frame or some lines or something to set this off. So let's use this. This is the board that's included in Doodly, and I think that's just fine. We want to put it behind the text. Okay, that looks good. So that's my first sequence here. So causes and risk factors are our next one. So let's go ahead and go to our next scene. I'm going to type in diabetes because I already uploaded my completed graphics. So here we are, and I want this first one, risk factors. Now let's go back here. I'm just going to copy and paste this just for the time being so that I can see what I need to write, okay? Because I want to recreate all of this stuff. So I'm going to take my text tool and I'm going to use Acme for this top part. And then for the smaller text, I'm going to use Architect's Daughter. And I'm just going to type this stuff in. At this point, I'm not resizing or really positioning it. I'm just getting it written down. I will do all of that in a moment. Okay, so now that I have my words, I can delete my little sample here. And I want to make the words smaller because they're pretty large in comparison to my graphic. So what I just did was I Control or Command and clicked these items at the same time, and that groups them temporarily so that I can move them or resize them. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball about the size that I think might look nice. And I think this size font will look nice. So I'm going to put that there, and then now we can move each of these individual items so that they make the most sense. I'm going to copy and paste my doctor. And we're going to have him come in towards the beginning. And just adjusting some timing here. Now this graphic, I'm going to make it come on in half a second. And I am going to click the pencil icon, turn reveal mode from draw to fade. And that way it'll just fade in nicely. And then from there, the hand will draw in each of the items. So let's make sure they're in the right order. Age first, and then race. So we're going to move that. And then genetics. Overweight, physical inactivity, high cholesterol, and then high blood pressure. So let's move on to our next scene. And we're going to do something similar. If we look at the script, we're at the symptoms, headache, weight loss, etc. So we want text to say symptoms, and then we want our prop again. Now, I already had uploaded these. If you are uploading your own and you don't know how to do that, let me show you how. You go to props, you go to the blue plus sign, you browse for your file, or you drag it in. I'm going to drag it in, and you click continue. And there it appears, okay? So that's how you do that. And now we're just gonna build this out with the symptoms. That all looks good. We want to click the pencil icon, turn that to fade, and then change its duration to half a second. So for this little paragraph, we want to have this be our main image. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna right click, insert, and here's a blank scene. Now let's find that image. Okay, so we have a person having a heart attack, it looks like, and she's motioning to her head, so we can make that be the stroke. And then we had kidney. So let's search for kidney. We can use the Doodly one that comes in Doodly Enterprise if we'd like. Or we could use this one that I just imported a few minutes ago that's also a kidney and it's in color. So it's just a matter of what you prefer and what you have available. I think just to keep it consistent with our other stuff where we have color images, I'm going to use the color kidney image. And I think that looks pretty good. Again, I want to click the pencil icon and have these just fade on. And I want them to be pretty quick. Do the same for my kidney. And then we're going to talk about management. It's our last scene here. So let's go ahead and add this. And I'm going to copy and paste my little graphic that is going to be my little cheat sheet. I'm going to go back here. Once again, I'm going to copy and paste my doctor, and I'm also going to copy and paste Andrew. Okay, so I have all my scenes. I can delete this now. Now we could do a voiceover either by uploading an existing one here, just like you did with the photos, or going down here in the timeline and hitting this plus sign and then speaking when you hit the record button. I'm not going to do that today in the interest of time. We're just going to put some music on and let the scenes tell the story. And then finally, let's add a camera move. Click Show Preview and position your playhead and just kind of get an idea of when you might want to do the camera move. And let's just put our little playhead right about there. Now, right click, add panning and zooming. You get this little effect, double click. And sometimes you gotta fine tune it. We want it to be full screen at the beginning, and then at the end, we want to zoom in so we just see our doctor's face and his speech bubble. And now if we hit preview, you'll see it zooms right in. So let's add some music. Go to sounds, click categories, music, and then you get to all the music. So I'm looking for a track that's about 90 seconds long. Epically, that'll work. It might be a little too cinematic for this type of video, but I wanted to give you an idea of how you put the music in. Now, if we scroll over to the end, it's going to be a little bit too long. So what you can do, hover your mouse, and then it turns into a double-headed arrow, and you just slide it over, and then it's going to cut off, right? So right-click and choose Fade Out, and then you get this little triangle, and that represents your fade. I want it to be a slow fade, so I'm going to stretch it out like that. One more thing I'd like to do before we take a final look, click on Settings. And we've got the hand, which is this default male hand in a sweater. That's fine, but we are doing a doctor. So let's see if we have a lab coat, and we do. So we could use this one here. Let's take a quick preview and then we'll be done. And that's the basics of how to use Doodly to create a medical explainer video. With a little practice, you'll be able to create these videos quickly and easily. Thanks for watching!